The number of questions that we have solved till now. 40 question, okay. In yesterday class, we have discussed up to this point. Write down next point. Intensity and scale of turbulence. Intensity and scale of turbulence. Actually, turbulent fields are characterized by these two parameters, intensity and scale of turbulence. Write down first point. Turbulent fields are characterized by turbulent fields are characterized by two average parameters. Two average parameters. The first measures the intensity of the field. The first measures the intensity of the field and refers to the speed of rotation of the eddies. Speed of rotation of the eddies and the energy content in an eddy of a specific size. In an eddy of specific size. And the second one measures the size of the eddies. So first one measures the speed of rotation and the energy contained in an eddy. And second one, the size of the eddy. These two factors are important. And we know that intensity is measured by the root mean square of a velocity component. Root mean square of a velocity component. Root mean square of a velocity component. And it is usually expressed as a percentage of the as a percentage of the mean velocity or is given by u prime bar square divided by u. Sorry. And second one, the scale of turbulence. The scale of turbulence is based on correlation coefficients. Is based on correlation coefficients such as Ru prime measured as a function of the distance between stations. Here stations mean between any 2 points. By determining the value values of Ru prime as a function of y, the scale Ly of the eddy in the y direction is calculated as Ly is equal to 0 to infinite Ru prime into dy. Each direction usually gives a different value of Ly depending upon the choice of velocity components. Used in the definition. So that was intensity and scale of turbulence. Is it clear? Now in turbulent, we will discuss one more thing, that is the turbulent shear stress, and then Prandtl mixing length, because all topics are skipped topic by you. What is Ru prime? It is defined as u1 prime, u2 prime divided by under root u1 prime square u2 prime square, where u1 prime and u2 prime are the values of u prime at stations 1 and 2 respectively. At stations 1 and 2 respectively, if we have r u prime v prime, then u prime v prime bar under root u prime square and v prime square bar where u prime and v prime are measured at the same point. At the same time. These are correlation coefficients. But sir, in every subject, we study only important things. Is it clear? Write down next is turbulent shear stress. Turbulent shear stress. Turbulent shear stress or Reynolds stress. Most of you are going to listen this word first time. Turbulent shear stress and Reynolds shear stress or Reynolds stresses. Reynolds stress or turbulent shear stress. We know that the mechanism of turbulence, is responsible for a large scale momentum exchange, which results in apparent shear stress. Apparent shear stress and the mechanism of, or we can say, it has long been known that shear forces much larger than those occurring in laminar flow exist in turbulent flow. Exist in turbulent flow wherever there is a velocity gradient. There is a velocity gradient across a shear plane. And the mechanism of turbulent shear depends on the deviating velocities. The mechanism of the turbulent shear stress depends upon the deviating velocities. Deviating velocities in anisotropic turbulence. So the total turbulence is given by, in turbulent flow, laminar plus turbulent. So we can say the total shear stress in turbulent flow can be expressed as total shear stress in a turbulent flow can be expressed as tau total is equal to tau laminar plus tau turbulent. Tau laminar plus tau turbulent. Now we will derive the turbulent shear stress. Derivation is important for your understanding also. So please take care of each and every step. As we know that we have this velocity profile like this. This graph is between y versus u or u versus y. Suppose we have one fluid particle and its velocity, deviation velocity in this direction is u prime, and in this above direction is here assume v prime. This cross section is dA. Draw this diagram. Because the derivation given in the McCabe-Smith, that is not sufficient to understand that concept, because they directly wrote in one line. And we are not able to understand with the help of that derivation. In 2 lines, they derived it. So that's why we will derive in such a manner. Draw this diagram. Saket, that will not. When you will solve numerical, then you will understand that one. Is it clear? Now we will consider, suppose we have any pipe, horizontal pipe. So we have a fluid particle. This one is that fluid particle. Fluid particle moving upward through a differential area dA, as a result of the velocity fluctuation V prime. Velocity fluctuation V prime. Now let's start. Suppose we have a horizontal pipe, and in that horizontal pipe we have turbulent flow, because we need to calculate the turbulent shear stress. Consider turbulent flow. Consider turbulent flow in a horizontal pipe. In a horizontal pipe, and the upward eddy motion of a fluid particle from a layer of lower viscosity or lower velocity. Because as we are going to move in the upward direction, the velocity is going to increase. The fluid particle is going from the lower velocity layer to the upper velocity layer of lower velocity to the adjacent layer of higher velocity. To an adjacent layer of higher velocity to a differential area dA, because we are going to assume a element through this one dA, to a differential area dA, as a result of the velocity fluctuation V prime. Velocity fluctuation V prime. Is it clear? I hope up to this point, this diagram should be clear to each and every student. Sir, I am afraid of this topic till date. After 10 minutes, you will not afraid. Is it clear? If you have any doubt at any point, please ask. Sir, I am learning this first time. In my class, more than 50% things are first time. Is it clear? So we have, suppose there are two layers, below layer, above layer, low velocity, high velocity. So suppose we have fluid particle that is moving in the upward direction due to the deviating velocity in that direction. The mass flow rate of the fluid particle, rising through dA, rising through dA is, please tell me, the mass flow rate of the fluid particle rising through dA is. I need answer from each and every student. What is the mass flow rate? V into A. Only V into A. Mass flow rate. What will be the unit of mass flow rate? V into dA. No. V prime into dA. No. If V prime into dA, that is not the mass flow rate. That kg per second. Very good. Rho into Anjali. Very good. Rho into V into dA. Very good. Arey, whenever you have any confusion, just check with the unit. The unit of density kg per meter cube. The unit of velocity meter per second. And the area is meter square. So you will get only kg per second. Rho into V into A. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. I need this determination. Is it clear? So it is rho into V prime into dA. And what will be its net effect on the upper layer? What will be its net effect on the above layer? Because it is going in upward direction. So what will be its effect on the next layer? Just try to think here. You are not kids. Sir, more mass in upper layer. Anything else? Some logical type. Sir, disturbance in flow. It is very clear that disturbance, more pressure, more momentum. Anything else? Sir, we are in sleepy mood and you are asking question. It is not a good thing. So the mass flow rate of the fluid particle rising through dA is rho into V prime into dA, and its net effect on the layer above dA is a reduction in its average flow velocity. Why? Because of momentum transfer. One student gave right answer. Because of momentum transfer. To the fluid particle. Because of the momentum transfer to the fluid particle. With lower average flow velocity. With lower flow average velocity. So its net effect on the layer above dA is a reduction in its average flow velocity because of momentum transfer of the fluid particle with lower flow average velocity. And this momentum transfer causes the horizontal velocity of the fluid. To increase by u prime, and thus its momentum in the horizontal direction. To increase at a rate of tell me what is momentum. mass into velocity, but we need the rate of change of momentum. You have already please tell me what will be the momentum? Ritanshu, how is it possible that m into a mass in that is force? So here you have already mass flow rate. If I will multiply the term velocity in that term, then we will get the momentum change. Very good, very good. Rohit, Hari Keshav, very nice, very nice. Keep it up, keep it up. Is it clear? So we will get increase at a rate of mass flow rate rho into V prime into dA and into U prime. Is it clear? So this quantity should be equal to the or we can say which must be equal to the decrease in momentum of the upper fluid layer the force in a given direction according to the Newton's second law of motion. The rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force. So force in a given direction is equal to the rate of change of momentum in that direction. Rate of change of momentum in that direction. So the horizontal force acting on a fluid element above dA is due to the passing of fluid particles through dA is so del F should be equal to the rho into V prime into dA into minus of U prime or minus of rho into U prime into V prime into dA. Therefore, what is shear? Force per unit area. Therefore, the shear force per unit area due to the eddy motion of the fluid particles del F by del dA, that is minus rho into U prime into V prime. So it can be viewed as the instantaneous turbulent shear stress So then the turbulent shear stress is given by the turbulent shear stress is given by tau of turbulent is equal to minus of rho u prime v prime bar. Where u prime v prime bar, where u prime v prime bar is the time average of the product of the fluctuating velocity, product of the fluctuating velocity components u prime and v prime, and note that u prime v prime bar is not equal to 0, even though u prime is equal to 0 and v prime bar is equal to 0. And thus u prime bar v prime bar is equal to 0. So terms such as minus rho into u prime v prime bar or minus of rho in u prime bar square are called turbulent or Reynolds shear stress. Turbulent or Reynolds shear stress. Is it clear? One more thing. One formula you mugged up now, that rho into u square. Actually, that is not rho into u square because we have momentum mass into velocity. So that formula is like this: rho u into u. That's why you are getting rho u square. Rho u into v, rho u into w. Is it clear? So you need to understand like this. Is it clear to each and every student? Yes or no? Very good, very good, very good, Anjali. And I hope most of you solved this first time. And now I can give guarantee to you, if someone will give you formula also, then also you are not able to solve question if you don't have practice to calculate the value of u prime v prime bar. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Thanks for your response. All these concepts are wonderful concepts. I hope now you know about the turbulent more than just about the visco eddies or cross current. From last 2 to 3 hours, we are dealing only and only with turbulent flow. Very good, very good. Rohit, why are we going to take negative sign? Anjali, why are we going to take negative sign? Just try to think. So now we will develop one more term, that is the eddy viscosity or turbulent viscosity. We know that tau of laminar is equal to mu into du by dy. That mu was dynamic viscosity. So here we can write tau of turbulence should be equal to the minus of rho prime v prime bar mu of t means turbulent into del u prime by del t or del y, sorry. Where mu of t is equal to mu of T is the eddy viscosity or turbulent viscosity. Eddy viscosity and turbulent viscosity, which accounts for momentum transport, by turbulent eddies. So the total shear stress is given by tau total is equal to tau of laminar plus tau of turbulent. From laminar we know that mu into del u by del y. Here mu of T into del u by del y. So tau of total is given by mu plus mu of T into del u by del y. Now we will define one more term, eddy diffusivity of momentum. What do you mean by eddy diffusivity of momentum? And don't think I am not going to teach all these things which is not in your syllabus. It is all these things are in your GATE syllabus. Please tell me next thing. What do you mean by eddy diffusivity of momentum? What is eddy diffusivity of momentum? Sir, it is new term for us like alien. Where we can define one more term. Okay, we can also write like this. Multiply and divide by rho. Rho into rho by mu by rho, mu of T by rho, and du by dy. This term is known as mu by rho, that is kinematic viscosity. And this mu2 by rho is kinematic eddy viscosity. So we can write tau total is equal to rho into nu plus nu T du by dy. So where nu of T is mu of T divided by rho is the kinematic eddy viscosity or kinematic turbulent viscosity. Kinematic turbulent viscosity. Or this term is also sometimes known as eddy diffusivity of momentum. Eddy diffusivity of momentum. Eddy diffusivity of momentum. Eddy diffusivity of momentum. Is it clear? I hope there should be no doubt. So in such a manner, सर ये सब चीजें आज पहली बार देखा. Okay, no problem. इंपॉर्टेंट ये नहीं है कि आज तक नहीं देखा, इंपॉर्टेंट ये है आज देखा, ठीक है. इज इट क्लियर? नाउ वी विल सॉल्व नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 41, so that you are able to apply all these concepts. First, we will learn how to calculate u prime v prime bar. An experiment. In an experiment. Today we will finish this basic part. In an experiment on turbulent flow. On turbulent flow, the following velocity data. The following velocity data are recorded at 1 second interval at a time. The value of u in centimeter per second and the value of v in centimeter per second is given by 15, 4, 27 minus 5, 33 minus 3, minus 3 and 12, 9 or 7, 21 and 9, 21 and 9. Calculate the value of u prime v prime bar. Calculate the value of u prime v prime bar. You have 2 minutes and I am giving you hint that u is equal to u bar plus u prime, average plus this one. In similar manner, v is equal to v bar plus v prime. Your first step to calculate the value of u prime and v prime bar. And I need answers from each and every student. Sir, मजा आ गया. Keep enjoying. Hey, all these part is from fluid mechanics only. The right answer of this one is सर आज तक सिर्फ मैकेब में ही देखा था, कॉपी में भी आ गया, बट वी सोल्ड इन डिफरेंट मैनर as they sold in McCabe Smith, because in McCabe Smith they directly sold in one component. Even we did not get that derivation at the time of BTech also. Very good. Zero, no, zero is not the correct answer. Anmol, very nice. Rohit, very good. Minus 61. And why are you, Satish, getting negative? Because that is equivalent to the decrease in the that layer. I told you na which must be equal to the decrease in the momentum of the upper layer. Very good, very good. Somajit Kundu, very good. Sai Sudarshan, a small mistake. My at the place of 60 nearly, you are near to the answer. Very good, very good. Keep it up, keep it up. Once we will finish the FM, it means there will be no lag between me and you. Just keep revising. Last 30 seconds, only 10 students gave answers. Why not others? Anjali, where is answer? Rupak, Harikeshav, Priyanka, Rushi, Rohit, Venu Madhav, Nikita, Sarkar, Sheldon, Uditanshu, Udhav. Very good, very good. Minus 61 is the Somaprova, Jagdish, Harita, Gaurav, Swarika. Where is answer? Very good, very good. Minus 61 is the correct answer. Okay. Now let me solve it. Our first step to calculate the value of u prime and v prime. We have total values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is divided by 6. And in numerator, 15 plus 27 plus 33 plus minus of 3 plus 9 plus 21. Please tell me answer. And v is equal to 4 plus minus of 5 plus minus of 3 plus 12 plus 7 plus 9 divided by 6. The value of u bar is, are you getting 17 and 4? Very good, 17 and 4. 17 and 4 centimeter per second. Centimeter per second. Now the value of u prime is u minus u bar, and the value of v prime is v minus v bar. Now make a table. You need to calculate the value of, you have value of u prime, v prime, and then you need to calculate the value of u prime, v prime, So please tell me the value, all these values. 17. So 15 minus 17 minus 2. In similar manner, you will get all the values. Minus 2, 10, 16, minus 20, minus 8, and 4. 0, minus 9, minus 7, 8, 3, and 5. Its value 0, minus 90, minus 112, minus 160, minus 24, and 20. Now you need to calculate the value of u prime v prime bar. 0 plus of minus 90. So minus 112, minus 160, minus 24, divided by 6. So u prime v prime bar is equal to minus 61. And when they will talk about the magnitude, in some books you will get like this. Then don't think that our sir teachers taught us wrong. I am all right. Is it clear? If they will write like this, it means they are talking in terms of magnitude. Very good, very good. Reynolds stress is also. And one more thing. In laminar flow, we have tau is equal to mu into du by dy. Mu is a property of a fluid, which will not change from one place to another place. But we have that one in turbulent viscosity that will change from point to point. And that's why this theory is of no more use. Remember this thing. Or you can write the magnitude of mu t may vary from point to point. Or you can write one more point. Mu is a fluid property. Mu is a fluid property and is a function of temperature, is a function of temperature and other properties of fluid. While mu of t and nu of t are mainly the functions of are mainly the functions of the characteristics of flow, and may be expected to vary from point to point in the flow. Write down next point. Write down next. Nice comment. Write down next point. Characteristics of turbulent flow. Characteristics of turbulent flow. I am going to give you some important characteristics. First point, wide range of time and length scale. Time and length scale. Second point, randomness. Randomness of velocity with respect to time. Randomness of velocity with respect to time. Motion is chaotic in nature. Motion is chaotic in nature. Next one, enhanced mixing and diffusion. Now write down next point about the Prandtl mixing length. Write down next point. Eddy viscosity. Eddy viscosity must be modeled as a function of the average flow variables. the average flow variables, and we call this eddy viscosity closure. Eddy viscosity closure. For example, Prandtl introduced the concept of Prandtl concept of introduced the concept of mixing length. Concept of mixing length, Lm, which is related to the average size of the eddies, related to the average size of the eddies that are primarily responsible for for mixing and express the turbulent shear stress tau turbulent is equal to mu of T into del U bar by del Y, is equal to rho into Lm square del U bar del Y whole square. So it is the concept of this one. Or you can understand like this, that Prandtl hypothesized that each fluctuating component is proportional to the average axial velocity gradient and the constant of proportionality is called the Prandtl mixing length. One more point. We know that most of the flow in nature and as well as man-made, both are Both are turbulent in nature. The fact is that most of the flows in nature, most of the flows in nature and in man-made equipment, in man-made equipment are turbulent flow, are turbulent flows. So turbulence results in augmentation augmentation of mass momentum and energy transfer between different parts of a fluid between different parts of a fluid, and it is desirable to promote mixing for the sake of improvement for the sake of improvement in heat transfer coefficient in heat transfer coefficient, better mixing and drag reduction. Finally, this part is, and we have done PhD on turbulent flow. So now you can proudly say that we know all everything about the turbulent. Sir, what is chautic? Chautic is like this. First type of motion is chautic in nature. Sir, मजा आ गया. Is it clear? Very good. Now we will discuss next topic, that is the boundary layer theory. And one more thing, in our GATE syllabus, we have only elementary boundary layer theory. So some faculty just show their knowledge. They will teach you momentum thickness, energy thickness, displacement thickness. That is not in our GATE syllabus. Otherwise, I can also teach that part also. Because I have studied AFD, Advanced Fluid Dynamics. I teach only those subjects in which I did my master's. Sir, feel like advanced fluid mechanics. Why it is not a question of admission? It is a question of a job of ONGC. You know ONGC package, 19 lakh rupees, which is equivalent to the 6 package of ECS. Note down first. Okay, my last question to you. What will be the value of mixing length? What will be the value of mixing length at the Boundary. A very simple question. Sheldon, very good. 0, because there is no exchange due to the no slip conditions. First type of question, this question they asked in PSU 2-3 times. Very good, very good. Sir, we have to calculate that. And when there is no exchange, it means 0. There is no need to calculate. So write down a small point. The mixing length is 0. The mixing length is 0. Add boundary. Since there is no interchange, of fluid particle or element at the boundary. Okay, I can tell you one more important thing. One thing you mucked up, that laminar velocity profile is like that, and turbulent like that. What is the basic reason behind that? This direction is y, and this one is for laminar flow. Then for laminar flow, you get like this. For turbulent flow, you will get like this. What is the reason behind that? Del u by del y at y is equal to 0. And here del u by del y at y is equal to 0. It is turbulent flow. Can you explain the reason why this diagram is like this and that diagram is like that? First draw, then tell me. What is the reason behind that? Viscosity. Viscosity is response for boundary layer formation. But I am going to ask the difference between laminar and turbulent. Why you are getting this type of profile and why you are getting that type of velocity? Sheldon, very good. It means you are learning. Very nice. Sir, in turbulent, momentum transfer takes place rate and it attains uniform fastly. Very nice. Very good, Anjali. You are from which college? High mixing in turbulent. Okay. You can say like that also. Sir, you have increased my level. Okay, very good. So this lockdown is good for you. Otherwise, from last 2 years, I took FM only and only at head office, that Hyderabad. Hyderabad only, not at Calcutta or Pune or Chennai. So this time, I hope you will improve your rank. Because from last 2 years, I took only one subject due to busy schedule at Calcutta, and that is only thermodynamics. And Pune also. This time I took Chennai also. Turbulent. So we can write the velocity gradients. The velocity gradients at the wall, and the wall shear stress, and thus the wall shear stress are much larger, are much larger for turbulent flow than they are for laminar flow. Than they are for laminar flow. Even though the turbulent boundary layer is thicker, boundary layer is thicker than the laminar, than the laminar one for the same value of free stream. Same value of free stream velocity. This is the exact reason. Is it clear? If someone will ask, what do you mean by AD? What is AD? Tell me first. Large chunk of particles, the recirculating of fluid. Okay. Now only two topics left before fluid kinematics. One is elementary boundary layer theory, and second one is boundary layer separation. Okay. Chaotic movement of molecules in turbulent flow, reverse current in the fluid. That is not the exact one. Anything else? Please. Low pressure zones in the flowing. Okay. Sir, what is universal velocity profile? My dear student, we will get universal velocity profile during the flow through the pipe. Don't worry, whatever is in your syllabus, you will get each and everything. Just have a patience. It is my class, not others' class. Whatever you will expect, you will get more than that. Write down a small point. We know that the turbulent flow is characterized by disorderly and rapid fluctuations. Disorderly and rapidly fluctuations of swirling of, so many students gave right answer. Swirling regions of fluid called eddies throughout the flow. throughout the flow, and these fluctuations provide an additional mechanism for momentum and energy transfer. So that's why in turbulent flow, the transport of mass momentum of energy will move due to this reason. Is it clear? Very good. Now next is elementary boundary layer theory. My first question to you, what do we mean by boundary layer? Sir, the layer which have boundary is known as boundary layer. What do you mean by boundary layer? I am asking a very simple question. What do you mean by boundary layer? Sir, layer which separates system and surrounding. I am not asking the definition from the thermodynamics. And that is only boundary, not boundary layer. Thin layer of fluid with a contact surface, no. Which exists no slip condition where shear, no. Sir, where the velocity is maximum, no. Height up to the resistance of the plate is felt, up to, okay. Layer sticks to the surface and the surface due to friction and stay constant, my dear Naveen, that is no slip condition, not boundary layer. Distance to reach the free stream, velocity of the boundary, that is not exact one. There is some mistake in your definition. The interface between the solid and the fluid, Rohit, that is not correct. Profile of velocity, that is also not correct. 211328, your explanation is exact correct. Very good. Above which liquid is almost, that you can say. Velocity is 0 at the contact of fluid surface, my dear friend, that is known as no slip condition, not boundary. Where velocity gradient exists, okay, that is also correct, nearly. Sir, the layer from the leading edge, V is equal to 0 to the V infinite. This explanation is not correct. Anyone else? At least I want to know your view now. What do you know? Sir, how velocity changes at the contact of the boundary? Partially correct. A very simple concept. A boundary layer is defined as that portion. A boundary layer is defined as that portion from surface where velocity is 0. From surface or from the surface to that point where we will have velocity, where we have velocity of 99% of the free stream velocity. 99% of the free stream velocity. That region is known as boundary layer. Is it clear? That region is known as boundary layer. At the surface, the velocity is 0 due to no slip condition up to the 99% of the free stream velocity. And after that, so we can say The region where velocity varies from 0 to the 99% of the free stream velocity is known as boundary layer. Now, next question, sir, what do we mean by free stream velocity? Free stream velocity means far away from the plate surface, far away from the plate surface, where the effect of the wall resistance is negligible. Then it will achieve this type of velocity, free stream velocity. Is it clear to each and every student? अरे yes or no? हाँ ना बोलती रहा तो उससे मुझे थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस आता रहता है. Is it clear? Very good. First thing, it is very difficult to teach online. It is very difficult for teacher. We need to act because they in front of me there is no student. Then just I need to okay, everyone is getting. Then we need to work like actor. Very good. Let's start next topic. सर आपको कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी का है, आप तो हमको देते हैं. But since last 4 months, in last 4 months, I took 1,000 hour online classes. 1,000 hour per day, average 8 to 10 hour live classes. So write down next one is elementary boundary layer. Boundary layer. Boundary layer. And remember, in our GATE syllabus only we have elementary boundary layer theory. And if you don't believe me, you can check. And you will check your syllabus also. We have finished up to this point. Fluid statics finished. Newtonian and non-Newtonian fluids finished. Turbulent flow nearly finished. Now just we need to write two equations at the time of flow through pipe: velocity distribution and average velocity. Fluctuating velocity finished. Elementary boundary layer, only elementary boundary layer theory. Now we are going to finish elementary boundary layer theory. They did not mention kinematics in our GATE syllabus, but every year they asked a 2 marks question from the kinematics. There is difference between to cover syllabus and to finish syllabus. So write down boundary layer. A boundary layer is defined as a boundary layer is defined as a boundary layer is defined as that part of a moving fluid, that part of a moving fluid. It is important for GATE point of view because in last 5 years they asked 3 questions in GATE. 1 marks. A boundary layer is defined as that part of a moving fluid in which the fluid motion is influenced by the presence of a solid boundary. Presence of a solid boundary. So a boundary layer is defined as that part of a moving fluid in which fluid motion is influenced by the presence of a solid boundary. Or we can say where velocity varies from 0 to at the surface or at the interface to the 99% of the free stream velocity. Now make a diagram. Suppose we have any plate. Suppose we have any plate, then any plate has two edges. One is leading edge and one is trailing edge. Suppose I have this mobile phone or suppose I have this plate. There are two edges. Which one is leading edge and which one is trailing edge? Assume this is 1 and this is 2. Which one is leading edge and which one is trailing edge? Who told you one is leading edge? Hey, my dear friend, it depends on the direction of flow. Sir, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2. If flow is from this side, if flow is going to attack from this side, then this point is known as leading point, and this point is known as trailing edge, leading edge, trailing edge. But if flow is from this direction, then this point is known as leading edge, and this point is known as trailing edge. But sir, we are extraordinary. Draw this diagram. Flow before any disturbance because this plate will create a disturbance. Draw this diagram. So from here to here, velocity varies from 0 to 99% of the free stream velocity. Here we have u infinite, u infinite, u infinite. Give some name A, B, and C. A prime, B prime, C prime, C prime. Sir, we know Amazon prime, not A prime. A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Assume this point is O and this point is L. Suppose we have this well imaginary line, because it is not possible that flow is going on and you will take scale and pencil and you will draw a line and this is line. Just imaginary line to understand the concept. This direction is x direction. So we have Prandtl boundary layer. And we have flow through a parallel plate. First, we will understand the terms. It is Zx. It is Zx prime. And this one is Zx double prime. It is the boundary layer thickness at x. It is the boundary layer thickness at x prime, this up to this point x prime. And Zx double prime, it is the boundary layer thickness at x double prime. So as we are going to move in this direction from the leading edge, the boundary layer thickness is going to increase. Now we will understand the variables first. What is x? X is distance from leading edge. Distance from leading edge. U infinite is velocity of undisturbed stream. Undisturbed stream. Zx is thickness of boundary layer. Thickness of boundary layer. Thickness of boundary layer at distance x. At distance x. U local velocity. A, B, C. A prime, B prime, C prime. A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Curves of velocity. Velocity versus distance. From the wall at points C, C prime and C double prime. And what is OL? That is the outer limit. यही इसकी औकात है. Outer limit of the boundary layer. Outer layer of the boundary layer. So can I say one thing? This OL line is going to divide this complete flow in two parts. One is below that one, and second one is above that one. Why can I say one thing? That below that one and above that one. Hari Keshav, don't intermix the concept. Thermal boundary layer is a different concept, and here we are going to deal only hydrodynamic boundary layer. Is it clear? That you already studied in your heat transfer, that Prandtl to the power of 1/3. That is different thing. Is it clear? Very good. So please don't try to intermix. So we have this OL layer, and in this OL layer, below this, we have a region where velocity is going to change. And above that, velocity is constant. So can I say one thing? That this OL line is going to divide the flow in such manner that in one part we have constant velocity. Because above that OL, we have constant velocity, and that is free stream velocity. And below that, we have a part in which velocity is going to change from where to where? From 0 to the 99% of the 99% of the free stream velocity. Is it clear? I hope all these things should be clear to you. Is it clear? After that, we will discuss second diagram. Because in this diagram, I did not mention where laminar, where turbulent, where onset of turbulence. Just I told you the basic concept, actually what is boundary layer. And I told you already the region for the formation of boundary layer is viscosity. Because if there is no viscosity, then there is no slip condition, and there will be no boundary formation. Put it down. Very good. My next question to you, what do you mean by onset of turbulence? What do you mean by onset of turbulence? Tomorrow we will finish this part, and from day after tomorrow we will start the fluid kinematics. Starting point. Beginning of turbulence. Gaurav, that is correct one. Onset of turbulence means where eddies will come or where turbulence starts. So at that point, there will be a sudden rise in the boundary layer. That is known as that point. Is it clear? So that is sufficient for today, because today I have next class from 8:45 onwards only. And I hope you are enjoying all these sessions. You are enjoying all these concepts, and you are enjoying my experience. Before 2-3 days, I have completed my 9,000 hours of teaching. 9,000 hours of teaching across 23 capitals of the 23 capitals. सर सुने सब थे, बट इतना डीप हम लोग कभी नहीं पढ़े. सर पार्टी, once you will get selection, then we will do party. Don't worry. Sir, you made FM too interesting as FM. Just I teach from the minus 15 degrees Celsius from Srinagar to the Rajasthan. 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. From east to west in East Srinagar and in south Chennai. In west Gujarat, Rajkot, and to east Calcutta. सर वो u infinite मतलब ही free stream velocity हुआ ना. हाँ, that u infinite is free stream velocity. It means that is free from the effect of the whole one. Sir, your fundamentals are very clear. That is due to because I used to teach na IIT JEE Physics. So that's why my fundamentals are good. Shell down, but after some time, free stream velocity is fixed now. Once it will achieve the free stream velocity, after that it will remain constant. But as you will move away from the surface, the effect will decrease. A very simple example. Suppose you are in engineering. Case first, you are living at your home, like some Calcutta students, and you are going per day college. Then your parents' hold is very strong. You are near to the home. Suppose your college in different state, it means you are away from the home. Then you are total free type of particle. Yes or no? So that's why if any particle that is close to the home, held strongly by the surfaces, but away from the forces are weak, like your loves are nowadays. If you are near, then okay. And if you are far, then new Bluetooth pairing will be there. So that is similar to like that one. Sir, I learned FM in Vani 3 times, third time, but these concepts I learned first time from you. Okay, well, it's my good luck. Thank you very much. Is it clear? I of Sheldon, you will not forget. So just you can correlate it to your love. If it is near to you, then okay. And if it will away from you, then forget. That is like this one. In your effect, then okay. And if very far away, then your effect is reduced. Someone other's effect will increase. And then, sir, my FM one time, second time, but sir, you are best. Why I am not best? I am trying my best. My target was to teach 10,000 hours, and I hope before till completion of the 10,000 hours, from next years, I will take only 800-hour classes, because since last 3 to 4 years, every year I am going to take 2,000-hour classes per year. Sir, you taught in Dehradun in 2018. Okay, are you my ex-student in Dehradun? Yes, I taught in Dehradun also. I taught in Nainital also. Sir, I did not did anything in first time. That is, I took mass transfer operations in Dehradun in 2018. I hope. In Srinagar also I took. In Nainital also I took 1 or 2 subjects. Mass transfer operation and thermodynamics. In Gujarat, in most of the states. Sir, वहां पे ही पहुंच गए. अरे that was condition like that. Time was of summer. At that time, I used to take class in Delhi, a very big coaching like that. In Delhi, I used to take class, and in Delhi, summer days were there. Temperature was nearly 50 degrees Celsius. Then one of my seniors from IIT Bombay, so he was HOD in one college. So there was one program of 1 or 2 subjects. He called me that. Then I asked, what is the temperature? So he told me that in the month of June, you need blanket here. There is no need of even fan. So I told, okay, it will be holiday also. So I went. So that in similar manner, in Srinagar also, just I want to was the snowfall and etc. and Dal Lake. So I was there in for 21 days in Srinagar, and I did not use the hotel of that they provide. I used to take houseboats for 1 month. So I was every day after completion of class. Then I went to the Dal Lake. In Dal Lake, there is a concept of houseboats, and I booked one room for 1 month. So I stayed 1 month in Dal Lake only. सर आप कितना एंजॉय करते हो काम अपने काम को देख के अच्छा लगता है. So then students told me, sir, please teach us per day 8 hours. I told, yeah, if I need to teach 8 hours, then there is no need to come Srinagar. I was teaching in Delhi, Hyderabad, Calcutta, per day 12 hour classes. I will take only 4 hour class. So I used to take per day 4 hour class and 4 hours just here and there. Okay, I planned complete 1 month. Okay, 2 days Gulmarg, Sonmarg, then this one, this lake, that one. अभी डरते थोड़ी हम किसी से. Is it clear? So keep learning, keep smiling, and be happy. सर पैशन फॉलो करते हो इसलिए मजा आता है। यार just a very simple thing. If I am going to teach this fluid mechanics after more than 60 times, if I will not take interest, but you are studying first time ना, if I will think like that, okay यार मुझे तो सब आता है, तो मतलब आप लोग सीख नहीं पाओगे। But every time I used to think like that, okay, you are new and I am new. So that's why if you will check my previous FM notes and these notes, then you will compare it. Then you will get at least 30 to 40% difference in those notes and that notes. Is it clear? So that's why keep smiling, keep learning, be happy, and keep revising also. Is it clear? Thank you very much. बस अब एक बार एक टूर करना है, जब लबासना वाले कराएंगे ऑल इंडिया टूर। ओके बाय, टेक केयर।